So here's Castellona in the MP4 12C to illustrate some of the points in the time trial blog. So as we go around the course, I'll try and pick out certain features. So in the first corner, it's a case of braking as late as possible, obviously, but what I'm trying to do here is use the entire track. So I go as far left as I can, use the whole rumble strip, then cut in and use the entire rumble strip on the right, and aim to be on the accelerator very, very smoothly all the way from the apex of the first corner all the way to the third corner. So gas from there, really. Okay, so coming up to the third turn, again we're looking to use all of the track here and get on the gas early. I'm going to go through the second turn and use all of the road, but I try not to go too far right here because the sort of grey stuff on the right is pretty slippy, and I find it very hard to control the car into turn 3 if you do that. I then go as far left as possible, and a little lift, and then as early on the gas as possible before apex of turn 4, so to carry as much speed as possible down the long straight. A little lift, and then as fast through there as possible. Now, at that point, I'm listening for a gear change. I want to have the gear change up before I hit the wall before I get close to the wall on the left, and that tells me I'm going pretty quickly. So coming into the next corner, in this case you use one of the tricks I'm less sort of keen on, but basically you need to lift here, not brake, and if you sort of lift just before the apex of the first of these right-handers and then sort of feather the throttle and then keep the engine noise as high as possible, and you sort of listen to the engine noise, and then when we get to the end of the long acceleration zone here, and this is quite an important corner from that point of view, I'm looking to have the gear changing long before I start braking for the left-hander at the end of the straight. If you brake, you lose a lot of speed there. So I'm looking for the gear change, and then smoothly through these two corners. Now what I'm doing here is actually do brake, and then a little down the gas, go as far left as possible, and be on the accelerator quite early into the right-hander. Okay, so finally the big one. This is where you gain or lose a great lap time. So in the first corner you can take it flat, but then you screw up the corner after it. So the best thing to do here is to turn the car in, lift a little bit, and aim for the armco on the right, the apex, and then brake. I actually use the brake here, I'm not sure it's necessary, after this corner, and looking at the armco on the left, and we're aiming to get very close to it, we're aiming to be on the accelerator absolutely as early as possible. And then the third thing for this section is you're going to be swinging the car after this right-hander. You're going to be accelerating, full accelerator, left and then right through to the two sort of right-hand apexes afterwards. You need to be ultra smooth in any car, especially in the F1, but in the MP4 is also quite important. So you just try and be as smooth as possible the way you turn the steering wheel over, so you don't screech the wheels, which loses you accelerator. So gas now, gas early as possible for that corner, and then very smoothly through here. The speedo here tells you whether you've done well, because you should be way over 200 when you get to the line for the final corner. That tells you you've got that right, and actually that was the difference in this case between me getting a really good time and just a normal time. Once I knew I got that last corner right, that took it down from a 51.8 to a 51.6. So yeah, just analysing the speed on that start-finish straight made all the difference. Anyway, I hope that's useful. Bye bye.